Turn their mics on. There we go. Hey! Turn the mic on. Remember to turn the mic on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I feel that if I start singing along, it'll be weird.
Music Mondays. Happy birthday to you.
So I feel that
Tequila makes you happy.
I feel that. Do you know that I realize if I sing along with you, it will sound like I'm perfectly in time at my end, but when it actually goes out, it'll sound like we're horrifically off because of the delay. I realized that when I was trying to sing along to a track one week, and then I watched it back after. I was like, "Fuck, why am I so out of time?" I look like a bloody idiot trying to clap along with tracks on this show most of the time because I look like I don't know, some kind of idiot.
Cameras being not in the place that I like it to be.
What a good way to start the show after a year. Good evening, everybody. This is New Music Mondays. We are 1 year old. Well, officially last Tuesday actually was our.
Oh, is it? Was it last
Tuesday? 18th of May was our very first show.
Wow.
Do you remember it, Julian? Do you remember it?
No, I don't even remember yesterday, Martin. So if I do have to remember it, I would gather it was...
You don't remember that? You don't remember this? You don't remember this?
Wow. Good afternoon.
Look how young we look.
Martin.
Hello, Jules. How you doing?
Can you welcome to New Music Mondays?
Yay.
Don't you like my beautiful view?
I prefer it to mine.
I thought I'd go and sit on top of a building outside Johannesburg in lockdown.
Amazing.
You know?
Yeah, it looks like it's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day in Johannesburg.
This really set the stall out for the future of the show, if you remember.
Like 24/7. I've always got those puffy little white clouds in the background.
Look at it. I'll tell you what. I was sitting in a t-shirt in glorious weather that week.
I need to sort out my background game though. Really,
no. Listen, I went to Tanya.
No, it's
Aiden and I built an entire set for you, just for you.
Just like this was the best thing ever. It was like this
Welcome
is the
to
start
New
of
Music
the.
Mondays. This is Julian from Johannesburg, and it's falling. Aiden, my green screen's falling. Yeah, well, you can't get any decent help these days. What's going on here?
That couldn't have gone better.
Aiden's just dropped the whole green screen. The whole thing collapsed.
That couldn't have
What
gone.
a start to a show.
That couldn't have.
So, how much better could that have gone? Do you think?
Oh no, that's hilarious.
And that, my friends, all of you viewers watching, you will know if you've been keeping track with us for it. That is about as professional as we managed to get every time. That's fantastic. Within 5 minutes of our first show, the whole scenery has collapsed behind you.
Entire sense collapsed. Okay, but let's just put this into perspective now. We have discovered some of the coolest bands, as far as I'm concerned, on the planet. And by the way, cheers, Martin. Let's
cheers.
Have a little bit of a Heineken Zero tap.
A Heineken.
Tap.
Okay.
There we go. Tap. We have had some of the coolest bands on the planet come onto the show.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, and I mean, I have enjoyed nothing more than this show over the last 12 months. My Mondays are my favorite days of the week, because I get to hang out on screen with you and we get to talk to some of the best bands in the world. And as far as I'm concerned, some of the best bands, bar none. I mean, I'm talking about these guys should be on global stages anywhere in the world, and they would fit right in. And it's such an honor and a privilege to chat to these artists from across the planet, predominantly, obviously, from the UK and South Africa. But I have discovered so many great bands from the UK, thanks to you, that I would never have heard before, and I would not have had the pleasure of meeting virtually like this, and starting to collect their music, and their music becoming such an important part of my life.
Literally collecting it as well, like you said, getting the like we were just talking about getting physical format stuff. I mean, we were on air ordering last week with the King's Parade album, and actually ordering it during the show.
I think I did that with SuperBird as well.
You did that with SuperBird as well, yeah.
Yeah, I ordered it on the show, and I got my CD signed and sealed from the guys, and it's played in my house. So it's such a great platform for me and hopefully for artists, and I really hope they do appreciate it. We're gonna step it up this year. As you've seen, we've had a couple of live performances taking place in the studio. We've got our brand new studio that's been built here in Johannesburg. Yep. Martin's going to be back on the road and bringing live gigs from around as well. Just gonna see where we can go with it. And at the end of the day, I really enjoy the fact that we get to meet these bands.
No limits. Is it
know
because you
them.
were saying about the great music and the great bands? Because one of the great things, and it wasn't. I think if we kind of watch the rest of that show, which obviously we won't do because we're going to do a new one. But that first show, we played a few tracks. I think we had one guest on for an interview, but we kind of immediately went, "Oh, that was great. Let's do that more." So I think from show two from show 2 onwards, it was song with chat basically with the artist coming on. And so that not only have we been introduced to the great music, but we've also had these amazing conversations with people as well, because we just realised what fantastic people they are. So as much as like being introduced to new music, we've actually literally been introduced to the artists as well and had a chat with them, and we've had conversations, and like to think some of them have become friends.
Yes, absolutely. And I think for me as well is just meeting these guys and seeing the other side of the coin for a lot of these artists, and just getting to know them in their own environments, and them just chilling and hanging with us. And a lot of these guys we've had on more than like 1 or 2 times, 3 or 4 times sometimes.
Yeah.
And they're just all amazing human beings, and every single one of them, I honestly have the utmost respect from the bottom of my heart, and I think they're all incredibly talented musicians. Every single one. There's not one artist that I can turn around and go like, fucking hell, can we not have that guy on again, please? Every single one, and I love it. And I mean, some have been like, sure, we've sat there and gone, wow. And I suppose that's why we even started our other show that we have now going, called What the F Radio.
What the F, yeah.
Yeah, which is because of that kind of scenario, of those WTF moments in music, and I get that all the time. I mean, I absolutely
the joy that we get from it as well, because that was the idea. I mean, this is very specifically new music. We're concentrating on indie DIY artists, not exclusively from the UK and South Africa either. We've had bands on from Italy. We've had bands on from what have we had? We had Vietnam. Did we have Vietnam?
Vietnam. We've had
Vietnam. We've had Canada.
Where was it?
Iceland.
Las
we had
Vegas.
someone. Yeah, someone on from Iceland.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what I was going to say, but yeah, it's been fantastic to get bands from all over. Yeah, but like I said, I'm almost like this very much about talking about new music, but what the F Radio came about, just like sharing our passion for music as well. Saying it's not some of the music that we love isn't like specifically current. It might be from 2 or 3 years ago. It might be from a band that's like DIY indie and just like being around right now, but. Be great to like share that as well. So just and being able to indulge our passion for new music and artists has been a joy, as you said, an absolute joy.
Absolutely. And again, thanks to every single artist that has come on the show and been part of the show. It's 1 year today, and for that, I'm going to celebrate, and I'm going to bring out a bottle of Espanol. As everybody knows.
Where's my glass? Just put a little bit in there. Hold on. There we go. Just put top a little bit in there. Just pour a little bit in there. There you go. Thank you very much. Yeah. Cheers.
There you go. Cheers. So happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to DiscovrTV and New Music Mondays.
Cheers.
Oh God, that hurt.
God, all right.
Yeah. That hurt like a mofo. Like an absolute mofo.
Right.
Right. So now
Gang's
that
all
we've
here.
done that, everybody's here. Everybody's here. It's kind of like, where do we start?
I don't know.
And unfortunately,
maybe we have a party.
Blvd Hvnny had to pull out on us tonight.
Yeah.
Well, not pull out. That sounds really horrible. Unfortunately, they're unable to make this evening. They will be joining us next week.
Cool.
I did see that it's Sito's wife's birthday today, so happy birthday to her. And
happy birthday.
Hopefully he's treating her to a beautiful dinner, and that's why he can't be joining us on the show tonight.
It better be, because if they're sitting watching this and he's going, it's bloody hell, it's her birthday.
And it's ours. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Shit. Sorry, honey.
I knew there was a birthday, but I forgot which one it was.
Absolutely. So, where are we going? It's all yours tonight.
I don't know. I was also going to say, if any other artists are watching the show right now and you fancy joining us, then come and say hello. Just pop online and say hello. Well, Joe. Well, we've got the gangs all here. I feel like at some point we could just get everyone on, but maybe we'll do that later. Let's get Joe on because he's been waiting long enough.
Let me do my little thing. Joe. Let's do that.
Hello.
Good evening,
We're
Joe.
saluting. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Got to salute the new Centurion look. For as
It's
long as it
like-
lasts.
like-
anyway.
like-
It is a little bit kind of fancy, isn't it? It's kind of,
Very fancy, Joe.
It's all the medication I'm on.
Don't worry, I'm on lots as well.
it's like when you come on screen to say I was just trying something. You go, oh, okay. That could lead anywhere. What you want to do now is just get rid of one side of it, so you can do that.
I know. Yeah, I think
beard one side by the other.
I'm going to go all off and start again because I've got 6 weeks of recovery time. Yeah, I had a little trim up because I thought, oh, it's getting a little bit long. And I thought,
you'd better tell us what's going on, because I mean, for anyone who's seen you on the show before, it's normally sparkles, hats, feathers. It's full on glam. So this is, some people might be going, Jesus, Joe's can't be arsed tonight. Didn't he know it was the birthday show?
And
So-
I apologise for that.
Not at all.
What's happened basically is I've had a knee operation, and it's called ACL reconstruction, which involves half a knee replacement, which is a bit of a weird thing to get for me, but it's an old football injury that has come back to haunt me. I've got no ligament. Basically, they've
That's not good.
build something. There's I've got a broken leg where they've had to access it.
Jeepers.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and there's a whole plate going through it, plus all other bits and bobs. So it's been a very traumatic week, to say the least.
Wow.
can
And
imagine.
when was the op?
Last Monday, a week ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is very raw, very fresh.
Yeah.
Very,
Wow.
very much so. Very much.
Sorry, Joe. Hope it gets
Oh,
better a lot sooner,
good.
mate.
So it's just fine. It's cool. I appreciate your concern.
Yeah, it's honest. It's
Absolutely.
heartfelt.
He does mean that. It doesn't sound like it, but he does mean it. Because for anyone who's seen the as I now have become you, I don't know. You might have to rename yourselves, as you now have become the fabulous SuperBird, because I can't stop myself from saying it just before I say SuperBird. Fabulous always comes out.
I mean, it's got a ring to it. The Fabulous Super, but it's like
it
a
has got-
superhero comic.
But for
I
anyone,
think
for anyone,
it has to be.
that's got to be the name of the first album, isn't it? But
We
for
are
anyone
the
who's seen
fabulous-
anyone who's seen you live, Joe, this is what I'm thinking. Is the legs? The legs are very important in the live show as far as the SuperBirds is concerned. The whole Joe Finn frontman thing relies on legs
Heavily.
flying everywhere.
It's a key element to the live shows, that's for
Yeah.
sure. The whole leg kick,
Yeah. So you gotta
Kick.
get
head back, rocking out, windmills and all that.
your legs sorted out. So that explains why you kind of disappeared off the sort of social media thing, having been like full on can't get rid of you in a good way.
Yeah,
You sort of disappeared for a little while. That's explained what's been going on then, I think.
it has. And also, Alex has moved house, so he's moved to Stevenage from London. So we're actually a lot closer, which is nice.
That's handy.
So,
Nice.
yeah, it's about 35 minutes down the road, so we can meet up quicker and like tectonic plates.
Nice.
And and yeah, literally, it's
And
just
be fabulous.
be
And be fabulous.
fabulous together. So that's just, obviously that's been happening.
And Freddie's on a porn shoot or something, I think I read you said somewhere.
Yeah,
On the
Well,
porn
that's-
shoot.
that one was made up. That was made up. But
But go with it. Don't kill us.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
don't destroy it now.
although
He's on the porn shoot.
he did tell me he was talking to a girl that was into that kind of thing, and there was a potential chance that he could make some money out of it. So
Oh, there we go. Freddie's on a porn shoot.
I took it and ran.
Side 2 of the album. Freddie's on a porn shoot.
Yeah,
It's a great title for an album.
that's just the whole B side. It's just that.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Which includes leopard print.
Yeah. Leopard print. There's a track called
good.
Nasty coming out. That
Oh,
could-
yeah.
Day. Nice.
There we go. So you've got side A, side B. Side A, the fabulous SuperBird. Side B, Freddie's on a porn shoot feature. Come on, guys. I want something here. Let's do this.
Oh, I love it.
I want the
Brilliant.
double vinyl.
I can feel
I
a
want the
plan
double
coming
vinyl.
together. So this enforced hiatus must be a bit frustrating for you, I imagine, or what? Are you able to make some plans? What's the deal?
Well, funnily enough, Alex just came round about an hour ago because we haven't seen each other for a few weeks, and he's super busy at the minute, obviously with the house, and it's basically a building site they're living on at the minute. But I'm able to be. I've had a couple of weeks where I haven't been able to do it a lot, but now I'm here. I'm home. I'm bedbound. I've got my laptop. I've got my phone. I've got various guitars on the walls.
Good.
I'm able to be creative 24 hours now, which is an amazing thing. Wow. I'm so happy about it because I've got all these songs I want to write and record and all this kind of content I can still create, from bed.
Yeah.
Basically.
You know what? Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I remember when I was down with COVID as well. I started writing again. Wow. I actually started writing songs again, and post-COVID, I actually wrote an entire dance album, which I'm still trying to finish.
Wow!
But I think I've played Martin some of it, and I'm kind of like.
It's how we ended up talking about how long should a song be. This the first track you played me was 16 minutes long.
Opening track's 18 minutes. I was like, okay. So, I'm trying to finish it at the moment. So I'm getting like guest vocalists on and everything like that to finish up the album. But why not? Have some fun.
Wow. Well, listen, if you need any guest vocalists, hello.
Hello.
Joe, I may be hitting you up.
Or a few little,
very dark.
Or some few guitar licks. You want little guitar licks on there as well. Joe, how many? You've been on at least a couple of productions I've done at the studio here. You've rocked up and done the guitar on at least 2 that I can think of.
I've done a couple. Yeah, I've made some cameos. I have. Indeed.
Joe, I might need to send you a little DM and send you a track to play with while you're in bed.
Thank you very much. I would love that.
So let's talk music.
Yes,
Leopard Print No Show is the current single. Which when I last spoke to you, when you were out on a bromance date with Alex, I think you were on a weekend hideaway.
Yes.
By the sea.
By the sea. Yes, Mersey, West Mersey, near Colchester.
And you were very excited about the release day, which was the next day. So that must be 3-4 weeks ago now, I think, something like that.
Yeah, I actually think it potentially 5 weeks ago.
So it's a little while. But you were very excited about this because, like, as we've spoken to you about it before, I think Operate was the last time we spoke to you on this show, which you very much felt was like a transitional song from kind of SuperBird Part 1 to SuperBird Part 2. So this is the beginning of SuperBird Mark 2. Tell us about Leopard Print No Show and what's going on.
So Leopard Print No Show, well, we kind of wanted to pay homage to the whole new era, new vibe thing with this song because when COVID struck last year, we said, right, we're going to write a load of songs, and we did. And we wrote a load of demos. We wrote 20 odds, and we put 10 out, and we made them into fully fledged demos. And one of the songs, and it was actually the first demo, Leopard Print No Show, it was a track title suggested to us by a fan called Zombie Cat Girl. So she's got a bit of a thing for cats, and. We just said, guys, give us some inspiration, give us a song title, we'll write a song about it. That kind of engagement with the fans, which is great. And that title was the one that pinged out, and we thought, do you know what? That's weird. Who calls a song that? We'll fuck it, we will. And we took the concept and we ran with it. And the concept is, you're usually out with your friend who's a bit of a party animal, wears leopard print. But they're also unreliable. They're never there. They're a no-show.
Yeah.
So it's like you get ghosted by one of your friends, your wild friend sort of thing. It's a bit of a
the wildest ones, the ones that are like don't show up.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to have a friend used to do a gag who said, "You're that kind of person that turns up at the party. It's like, come on, everybody, let's do this. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be."
Yeah, but it's actually at home sleeping. So
very cool.
That was where the inspiration and the concept came from, and we also picked another 3 singles. Another 3 demos that we thought, right, we want these 4 to be the singles of the new phase, And yeah, I mean, we've only just begun with a new phase. Leopard Print's been a nice throw, a cast out into the ocean.
Yeah.
And we're just going to pick up momentum now, especially now that we're back on social media and we're getting creative and getting back in the zone.
Fabulous new SuperBirds are here.
Yeah, exactly that.
So much, and it was great when I last spoke to you, because you were clearly very, very excited about it all coming out, and rightly so, because I think partly as well it's been such a weird last 12 months as well. Just I think because most of the stuff that you did last year was sort of in the bag already, wasn't it? So that must have getting the studio and recording these stuff off the demos that you've done must have been sort of, come on, this is great.
Oh yeah, it was such a laugh and such a different way of recording. The previous stuff, we did it very much by the book, not by the book. So it was kind of very polished and it sounds crisp and lovely, and the synth thing very sugar coated. But we thought, well, live we are actually a bit of a raucous rock and roll band. Even though we're funk and we're pop and all these things, we thought we've got to capture that live energy somehow.
Yeah.
And so that was what the premise was for these new recordings. And we didn't use Logic, we used Pro Tools, not because that was our choice, that's just the way the cookie crumbled.
Yep.
And
can you tell?
I don't know if I can. I don't actually know if I can tell the difference. I'm not clever enough to know that with technical wise. But it's there's definitely a different feel to it, and it's a refreshing one. So that's cool.
Should we check it out?
We should have a listen, shouldn't we? That feels like a good cue from SuperBird Leopard Print No Show.
Here we go.
Something strange in this neighborhood, but it's not the ghost you should be scared of. I should have seen it following us. I'm forever getting better. Heading to town, gonna paint it red. No, let's paint it paisley. Leopard prints, been bitter once again. Your leopard print no show. Leopard prints, been bitter once again. Your leopard print no show. I can't contain this monster groove. I'm reflectionless in my dancing shoe shine. Horror, hit the front page news with your fake excuse. We return. Biting my tongue, I'm a wolf on a prowl. Strides turn a spot, spread ahead of you now. Leopard prints, been bitter once again. Your leopard print no show. Leopard prints, been bitter once again. Your leopard print no show. Here we go round again. Your leopard print no show. Here we go round again, my invisible friend. Your leopard print no show. Headed to town, gonna paint it red. No, let's paint it paisley. Here comes that text, I can always depend. I'll drink to you, my invisible friend. Good job. Ladies and gentlemen, meet my invisible friend again. La 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 leopard print, la 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 leopard print. Your leopard print no show.
Is there a funkier band on the planet? I have to ask. Is there? Is there a funkier band? I don't think there is. I am absolutely convinced. Nowhere on the planet is there a band as funky as the fabulous SuperBirds.
It's a lot of funk to pack into 2 minutes and 38
Nah,
seconds.
you don't get. Keep Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars can stay on that side of the pond. Here is true funk.
Well, it's definitely funky. There's a bit of grit to it as well, especially with this new thing. And we wanted that slight pinch of rock, just sprinkled.
Yeah, it's like take. You know, I mean, everybody's going on about this new Bruno Mars track with Anderson Park. It's pure funk. But take funk and mix it with rock and roll, and you have the fabulous SuperBirds, and that hits it right down the middle, and it's groovy, man, and the video is amazing. I mean, the lighting, everything, the camera work, it says exactly who you guys are to the T, and is definitely a 20, what year are we in?
2021.
Yeah,
2021. I don't even know anymore. It's a 21 smash. I love it. Leopard print. Anthony says, leopard print rules.
Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you.
That's right.
Just so Anthony knows,
wearing some now?
Anthony's waiting for a video to drop from us. Anthony, we're getting Dax Battler back in the studio because what happened, we recorded this amazing band in our studio, and the Allen and Heath QU16 decided on second one to not record the vocal.
Just the vocal.
Yeah, just the vocal. Everything
vocal.
else is on track and no vocal.
Okay.
So we're redoing it, Anthony. I've spoken to Dax already.
And speaking as an engineer, music producer, I like the fact that you've blamed it on the Roland and
I am.
The Allen and
blaming
Heath
it on Allen and
QU16.
Heath,
It's definitely not
100%.
anything I did. There's no button I didn't press. No.
Well, not that I know of. Aiden was pushing the button, so.
There never was. It's definitely a, why is it doing that? I don't understand. Technology is weird.
Forget about that. But that seriously, Joe, that is amazing. I absolutely love it, and I want to hear more. And you know, I'm a big fan. Always have been.
Well, I'm just very, very grateful for that response, and thank you, Martin, as well, mate, for believing in us as always. And we got loads to come. We got absolutely loads.
I really want to see you guys live. I really, really, really want to, because I think it's going to be an incredible show.
It's going to be. It's going to
live
be
in bed. 2 weeks' time. I'm taking the cameras around to Joe's place.
It's
going to be live from the bedroom.
You know,
this sounds like it's turning into Freddie's porn shoot again. Sorry, I better get off it. Gotta get off that subject.
We actually did talk about, and this is a little bit crazy. You're probably the first people we've spoken to this about. It's an embryo of an idea, but we just think, SuperBird, could we do the Eurovision contest next year?
Oh, yes. Yeah. And as far as, listen, the UK got 0 votes.
I was going to say, you can't. I mean, the only way is up, guys, right?
No, the only way is up.
Please, I honestly, I think
and also look at what won, right? And that's a great example of kind of. Do you know what? I saw a report about this. I'm just going to be slightly serious for a minute. Is that what's the UK problem with this contest? Is we basically don't take it seriously. That's the problem with it.
Yeah.
If we actually take it seriously, because even though the idea was this guy's a good songwriter and a Brit Award winner and all that, but James Newman can't perform. That's what they said. He can't perform on stage.
I watched it and I'm like, I wouldn't vote for him. But I would vote for the fabulous SuperBirds in a heartbeat. And I honestly believe so with the whole of Europe.
Awesome.
Do it, Joe.
Okay, we'll make it happen just for you guys. Just for you guys.
Yeah. And if you get, I'm freaking flying to where it's Italy. My son lived in Italy, so I'm going to Italy to watch the fabulous SuperBirds in Italy.
Amazing.
There we go.
Something, eh? We're going to make it happen then.
Make it happen, Joe.
And also, guys, this is your first birthday. I just want to say happy birthday to you guys.
Thank you. You're very kind. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you for being part of the show, and thank you for all the wonderful music that you guys are always sharing with us. We're big fans, as you know, and we just can't wait for 2020, the next season 2 or year 2 of this show, to hear more amazing, fabulous SuperBirds. I'm just calling you the fabulous SuperBirds from now on because
do you know what?
I can't stop myself. I keep doing it. I don't even mean to. I just keep doing it.
I don't want to ever be called SuperBird again. It has to be the fabulous SuperBird or nothing.
I agree.
I'm writing it down.
I agree.
That's it. From now on in, that's it.
That has to be the name of our album.
Can you imagine? Eurovision 2022 winners, the fabulous SuperBird.
Yeah.
Bringing it back home.
In my Graham Norton accent.
Yeah. The fabulous SuperBird. I can't do it.
I love it. Joe, thank you so much as always.
Guys,
Having you on the show is always
Yeah,
fun.
look after yourself whilst you're recuperating. Wish you well with it. I know it's for all the fact that you're saying you've got loads to do. I know how tough it is when you're laid up and can't move around. It's no fun. So
it sucks. It
And
sucks.
Joe,
But,
please
like,
drop in the private chat your cell number if you don't mind, and I'll send you a track.
yeah, I will do
Just
it
do it in the
right.
private chat. Cool. Yeah, when you hear Bjorn, yeah, no, okay, you got to do it. Go for it. Go for it. You got to do Eurovision.
We're gonna
Gotta
make
do
it
Eurovision.
happen.
Make it
It's,
happen.
it's our most ambitious idea to date.
Why not? Why not? And you guys are. It's not that it's all Eurovision-ish, but you'll kill that stage. Kill it. You'll blow it wide open.
We would, and we need a publicity stunt for afterwards as well.
Exactly. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, guys. I love you and leave
good
you.
say, buddy, and give our love to Alex and Freddie as well. I mean, not literally when it comes to Freddie.
Physically.
Freddie's.
Guys, thank
Yeah.
you so much. Lots
Thanks,
of
Joe.
love. Speak to you soon, yeah? Have a great
Take
night.
care. See you,
Cool,
bye.
mate. Cheers, bye. Whoa. We lost
Smash.
Joe very quickly there.
I think he could have been. It's one of those things where you go. He could have been in extreme pain.
Yeah.
It's like
Could be
I
sitting
suddenly
like,
go.
"Guys,
I've just been
I've
sitting
gotta
there going, my
gotta get out of
knee
here."
is fucking killing me. I've got to get off.
Oh, no.
I know what that's like. Do you know that's the only reason I ever started watching cricket is because I had a dislocated kneecap and I couldn't get off my feet for about 4 weeks. And
Oh, is it?
again, demonstrating my age. This was in the days when there wasn't much. There was no streaming platforms or anything like that. It was basically you were stuck with whatever was on the telly, and it was fucking test match cricket.
Listen, I'm a big test match cricket fan.
I'll tell
can
you
watch
what,
an
if you
entire
need,
5 days.
well, I was going to say, I'll tell you what, if you need to waste 5 days when you can't move around a lot,
Cricket's
then
the
test
best.
match
Or
cricket is brilliant.
Golf's great as well. I watched Phil Mickelson win the PGA Tour last night.
Amazing,
At the age of 50.
Oldest winner of a
Yeah,
major in history, yeah.
Yeah, which I think is quite amazing. But let's get our next guest on because these guys have been incredibly patient.
They've been
with us.
waiting
been waiting for us.
waiting.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Welcome back to the show, Mark and Andrew. No Prism, hi.
Hello.
Hey,
How's
guys.
it been going for you guys?
Oh, we're cool.
We're drinking tequila and celebrating our birthday.
You say we.
Me. It's all me.
He's drinking tequila and celebrating our birthday. I'm drinking Heineken Zero. But
And
she's
now
not.
my camera's just gone.
I'm still celebrating though. But there you go. Very good to see you guys. Thank you for hanging on there for a little while as we rambled on with SuperBird. Julian's frozen.
I'm frozen. I'm trying to come back.
Oh, you're on a different camera. Okay,
No,
that's
I'm trying to come
interesting.
back.
It's turned into some kind of weird, I don't know, avant-garde horror movie in the background over in South
I knew
Africa.
this was going to happen to me. I knew this was going to happen to me. So I'm just going to go back to the old camera. I'll be on the side, but at least I'm there. Okay, there we go.
Hello, there
I'm
you are. You're back,
Yeah, I'm
you're
there.
back on
Yeah,
back
yeah,
on
yeah,
the
I'm
side.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We've been doing this for a year now, believe it or not, guys. So
Wow.
Happy birthday.
I mean,
Thank you, mate.
there's very little way to celebrate other than to go. We've done this for a year now. That's it.
We'll have another-
I don't know what
tequila.
else we were going to do.
bottle
But
of
it's good.
tequila.
And as we said with Joe as well, it was fantastic to have knowing what that not that we're celebrating massively, but to have some of our favorite artists back on the show. This week has been absolutely fantastic. Welcome back to the show, guys. It's great to see you again. How have you been?
Yeah, okay. It's been a long one. This lockdown. I think it's
Hasn't it, Af? Blimey.
we
How you
we
guys
obviously
surviving?
released Order, the new single last Friday. Well, Friday gone.
Yeah.
And realized that we were in the end of May.
Yeah.
So where's that year gone?
Madness. Yeah, absolute
know.
madness. 'Cause how long? When was the
Absolutely
last? When was the last track out? It was Panther Beat, wasn't it? Was that this year?
January.
January.
Jesus, that was that long ago. Crikey,
Yeah,
crikey. Yeah,
yeah.
you're right. It has gone. It's gone fast and incredibly slow, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's been a total write-off, hasn't it? And we because we were planning all the live stuff with the intention of things opening up a lot earlier than this, and obviously we didn't. So we've got a lot of stuff recorded though, so a lot of material.
And you're pushing out some amazing tracks, guys. I mean, I've said to Martin a million times, definitely one of my favorite bands of last year, but predominantly because I'm such a massive synth fan. I mean, you know, I grew up from Kraftwerk to Depeche Mode to OMD to, you know, all the great synth bands of the 80s all the way through. And, you know, my pure influence in writing music is synth. And you guys have brought all the coolness of what synth was, and you've made it now. You've made it relevant to where we are in music today. It's not all rock and roll. And I mean, I love rock and roll. You saw we had the SuperBird guys on now, the fabulous SuperBird. And, you know, that's all funk, guitar, rock and roll. But No Prism brings it back to what for me is all about this baby. It's all about this baby.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what I love about No Prism though, Jules, just to throw in my tuppence worth, as they say. Great guitar riffs.
But it's everything. Yeah. It feels like a mixture of new wave, industrial, and just. It's like, you remember Underworld when they were like really crossing over, when they went from being that really cheesy rockish 80s pop band to being this really cool synth dance electro band. That's how it kind of feels.
Yeah, we've had that quite a lot recently, haven't we? Underworld.
Yeah. No, definitely there.
I mean, Mark listens to them a lot more than I do, but I can hear it now. I can hear it sort of in there, but that's largely by accident.
So you say you've been writing and recording quite a lot. Have you actually been able to get together to do that, or are you still sort of very remote?
Still remote, but we do that anyway. So
okay.
we can't jam because basically we've got no rhythm, so we just let the computer do all the rhythm stuff. We just like hide behind that.
I mean, for a young guy, for a young artist wanting to get into this kind of sound, because I find your guys' production is phenomenal. I mean, it's honestly is world class. What are the, I mean, you know, and working remotely the way that you do, how do you guys construct a song? How does the process happen for you as a band as No Prism?
It depends really, doesn't it? I mean, there's sometimes when I sometimes sit and write on the acoustic, and then other times we just mess around on laptops and pass it back and forwards. Can you hear all that noise in the background?
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. It's all good.
So people are having fun.
We kind of like, like
2 seconds.
A bit like DR on usually on Ableton, and we'll just like send each other like, oh, this could be a good chorus, and then Andrew will have like a lyric or like some sort of phrasing for it, and then he'll send it back. What you think is, oh yeah, that's really good. And I'll put some guitar in it, and it just goes back and forth for like 2 or 3 weeks, and before you know, I've got a song just for messing around, really.
Yeah, that's the secret, isn't it? Messing around. You just mess around.
Just messing around and ended up with a song.
Yeah.
So I mean, always drop bangers like this. I mean, it's like ridiculous. Messing around and you just keep on hitting banger after banger after banger.
Yeah. Well, we've got another one coming out in July, and that one we did as for a joke. And,
okay.
It's probably one of our best songs. So that's the next one, isn't it?
I've talked about this a few times recently. That you never quite know which tracks are going to hit, and quite often it is the one that you kind of put together in 5 minutes. So you think is like, no one's going to take this one seriously, but we'll chuck it out anyway, and that's the one that 20 years later the audience is going, play the fucking song, play the fucking song. Because they're serious.
They tend to be the most immediate ones as well, don't they? I mean, was Happiness, when did we release that?
That was end of last year, November last year.
Yeah, that took about 10 minutes to write that. So, but some of them take weeks, like Mark.
I mean, Miss Smith as well would be one of my favorites. I've got to get back to the video though. Is this another Russian?
No, we changed direction a bit because we noticed online that a lot of people had started stealing our idea,
ripping you off.
Ripping you off.
So the video for this is actually like, it's much more closer to home. We found loads of footage from this this nightclub near us where they have like loads of dodgy raves and all the local charts go on it. And I know loads of people. I never went, but like, because I think it used to get raided by the police and everything, but early 2000s or something. But the footage is amazing. Yeah, it's like loads of kids just going nuts.
little shops, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great because obviously we're from Newcastle as well, and there's lots of like Newcastle shirts bouncing up and down in it. So we thought let's do something that's a bit closer to our roots.
Brilliant. Well, should we take a look?
Club it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Here we go. No Prism with order. Enjoy, everybody.
Feed us the lines, bring us in line. On an island, hypnotized. Do what you want to do, say what you want to. Just say it again and again and again. Do what you want to do, say what you want to. Just say it again and again and again. It makes no sense alone. 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 On an island, hypnotized. Cut the mistakes and cut your ties. I'm in a box of my own making. I'm in a box of my. I'm in a box. I'm in a box of my own making. I'm in a box of my. I'm in a box. It makes no sense alone. 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 Just say it again and again and again. Just say it again and again and again. Just say it again and again and again. Just say it again and again and again.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. No Prism. Yeah, I'm just, again, floored by the amazement of this band. Guys, incredible. I have no words. I'm kind of like, again, you do it every time. And every single time I sit there and I go like, give me more.
Well,
So
hopefully
this is the new order.
yeah.
Who needs new order when you've got no Prism?
Order.
the new order?
The new
Yeah.
new order. As I
hopefully this
sort of
time we
did
can,
by accident. I was looking. It says pre-save order now, and it did take me a minute before I went. Oh yeah, that is the name of the song. Is it? It's like pre-save order. I was like, I just thought it was pre-save order. So I stuck on here order online now. Order.
But it is. I mean, guys, if you listen to it now, this is kind of where New Order would have been if they had have been cool again.
I will take, we'll take that quote.
Take
Put that quote on the website.
Have that on the back of the
Yeah.
record coat. Absolutely.
If
Yeah.
New Order were cool,
in the
this is what they
biography,
would
this
sound
is what
like.
they'd be like. If New Order were cool again.
Cool again. Yeah, because it is. I mean, it's a great track again, and production is phenomenal. I don't know how you guys keep on producing tracks like that, and it's everything I love about synth and about new wave, I suppose, and it really is new wave to a large degree. It's modern new wave.
Yeah, we're trying to go for more of a heavy disco dance, aren't we? Really on the next few, but our next single is like back to being super pop again. So let's do whatever we fancy on that. Like,
Yeah,
It's working.
I was saying to Martin, there was
definitely
a
working.
band that I worked with in the early 2000s that came to South Africa for a tour called Union of Knives from Scotland. Very similar kind of vibe. I think I've mentioned them to you guys before.
Yeah.
Very similar kind of vibe. And it's just like Union of Knives have just come back and are releasing new material. And you guys have got a very, very similar kind of vibe happening with this kind of like rock indie new wave sound that's starting to happen again. So I love it. And I've literally got both of you on my new wave playlist that I'm listening to at the moment. So it's cool. Love it.
Yeah.
It's got to
We've
be
got,
with. Sorry, guys. Go on.
No, I was going to say, you've got like that sort of synthy sound, but like we love bands like Mogwai and
Yeah.
really heavy stuff, which comes through. I think now, like we've intentionally tried to put lots of big heavy guitars in there with the dance stuff to try and make it heavy because we don't like all that whimsical nonsense.
And it's working.
Yeah. Well, I was very much into bands like Front 242 and Cabaret Voltaire and stuff like that. It's got those kind of deep, heavy beats as well. So
Yeah.
love it. Fantastic. And with potentially clubs obviously opening up again as well, you'd like to think that this is the sort of music that's going to get played regularly. People are going to be like, as was in the video, that's sort of going to be coming back, and it's going to be actually soundtracked by no Prism rather than added onto the old footage. It's going to be new footage of people behaving insanely to your music.
Watching that video, I kind of all of a sudden start remembering the 2000s, and I go, oh no, okay, I remember that now. I was in those clubs. They were in South Africa versions, but I was in clubs like that.
Yeah. But hopefully this time we can make some progress because I think we started to get a bit of a head of steam, and then it all just disappeared a bit with a second lockdown.
Yeah.
So we just kind of try to keep our heads down, but hopefully this time now we can start building up a bit of a momentum.
How's it looking? Have you been holding fire, or have you started booking stuff in now?
We've got one booked.
Was it July the 10th?
Yeah.
July 10th.
That's no Prism. So.
Yeah. 10th of July in Newcastle, that's the first one. That's just, we've booked that just to have something in the diary to aim for.
Please
But I
live
think we're-
stream it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but we're going to go, I think, September time. I think that's the plan, to do a few more gigs around the country and stuff. We're looking to start sorting that out now.
Cool.
Cool.
Like it.
Yeah, you'd like to think by September. Well, we'll know one way or the other, won't we? I suppose that's kind of how it feels at the moment. I feel like we're being softened up a little bit to not get our hopes up too much for the 21st of June at the moment. It's been sort of, it's 21st of June, and then it's kind of, yeah, but maybe not.
What are they saying now?
Oh, it's just because this new Indian variant is like, oh, we'll still have to see. You think, are they softening us up? I can't see us not doing it. Surely this time round, I don't think the economy can stand it apart from anything else.
Yeah.
I think it's got to the point where we've got to just kind of go, okay, we'll be fine, guys. Come on, let's do this.
Yeah. I think we're of the opinion that we're just going to do it anyway.
Well. Yeah. We're about to have another wave, so everybody's like going, oh no, we're going to get locked down. And the country's going, well, try. Go for it. Give it a go. See if we respond. People have had enough. They don't care. Bands are like, we're going to book out venues. We don't care. We're just going to go for it. And you kind of like, you understand. And I mean, I've had a couple of friends that have passed away from COVID recently, and also have been very ill. But like, people are just like, they've had enough. It's time to live lives. We can't carry on like this. So hopefully we find a light at the end of some tunnel and just push through.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to do the gig regardless, aren't we? We'll just pull up outside the venue and do it.
No matter, even if it's just us, we're doing it anyway.
Yeah, we've been working up hard for long enough now.
We've been rehearsing now, so we'll have to do it, don't we? So
Yeah, you got to do it. Just live stream it, please, so we can watch it in South Africa.
We'll have three rehearsals. I think 3 rehearsals, maybe. So
Cool.
yeah, we'll play 3 songs. So to start.
That's
all
a
right.
good start. That's fine.
What's
We'll take it.
what's the live setup? Is it just you guys, or do you get joined on stage by
There's
others?
4 of us.
4 of you?
So we've got drums, and we've got a guy who does all some synth stuff and Ableton stuff.
Nice.
Cool. Nice.
Love it.
Awesome.
Well, let us know the details so we can kind of promote things around. And well, hopefully we'll see you July. You said so the gig's in July, and the new track is out in July as well.
I think we were going to put it out just before, so 8th of July is the next one.
Awesome. Well, we'll
Awesome.
book you in now.
Awesome. Booking
We'll,
you
sch-
now.
we'll schedule you in now. Yeah.
Yeah, just drop us a message.
We'll do. We'll speak
Thanks, guys.
to you then, guys. It's been absolutely tremendous to catch up with you again. Good luck with it. The track is great. As I said, I've just keep loving playing to these, and it was such a pleasure to kind of. I remember the first time I heard House of Smith, and it was.
Oh, yeah.
And it sounds like a crazy thing to say, but it was like I haven't heard anything like this for ages, as Julian said.
Brilliant.
It's just great to have something like that, and to hear the track since then, and just go, as he said, another banger.
Another banger.
Love it. So good luck with it all, and good luck on freedom. Eventually.
Yeah. We'll get
Love
there.
freedom.
We'll get there.
I will see you soon.
Yeah,
Take care.
thanks for having us.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye.
And there you have it. No Prism. Another banger. Banger.
Another banger. I think Joe was saying, yes, it was. When he disappeared. I think that's probably what he was saying.
What are you on about?
Shit, Joe said we were saying he disappeared very quickly, and he's still watching. Like, you think he's still watching us on
his
YouTube? I
knee.
think. Yeah,
He went, my knee.
I think he's still watching.
No.
I don't know
Well-
what this is. So, if anyone does want to get famous, there's the
Yeah,
way
there you
there's
go.
the place to
There's
follow,
the way
just
to do it.
in case, you know.
It's
if you-
always
if you-
bigfollows.com. They're always the ones that message us, Barton.
And they're always
every single show.
at what is it? Kumuxi12392. Yeah, that sounds like a real person.
Yeah, sounds like a real person. That's not a bot.
No, that's Twitch as
all.
well, isn't it? That's all Twitch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck off Twitch.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to us.
you.
Oh no, we've been
Happy
banned.
birthday to- Have we?
No, just say no. Martin's got all sweary. They've taken him off the air. It's like,
Take
hold
him
on.
off the air. Take him off the air.
Dear me. So yeah, Discover TV, Discover.tv, isn't it? That's the place people should go. Really.
Yes.
We're going to keep developing that platform if you really want to get the best quality, best connections, best content.
Without anything being muted or cut
No,
by Facebook. or
no
anything.
muting, good quality, lives forever, connect up with people. Discover.tv is the place to go.
is the place to be.
So all of these shows live there, right? All the historical ones, and we're live there right now. I think if I'm correct, we're right. We're on the app right now. So
Let me have a look.
as a year in, that's where we go. It's great. You're changing cameras. It looks like you've gone from broadcasting from your studio to broadcasting from your shed, and it's just a change of camera. It's great.
Because I don't know, this guy doesn't want to work now, right? I just can't be bothered right now. I've got other cameras; they don't want to work either. I'm like, you know what?
Ah.
It is what it is. What it is. What it is.
Well, as we've said many times, hello, Chris Sims. We haven't said that many times.
No. Hello, Chris.
How you doing, fella? What's going on? What are you up to? We're celebrating our birthday, Chris. That's why we've all got a bit giddy.
Drinking tequila,
Yeah.
which I don't do. Drinking non-alcoholic beer, which I do.
Because it is awkward. I mean, it's not awkward. It's great. It's amazing technology. You're in South Africa. I'm in the UK. We're on all these platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, etc., etc. But it does get complex when it comes to copyright licensing, playing stuff, and yeah, so and just connecting up with people and not and avoiding bloody bots from Twitch as well. So
Well, I suppose, but see, there is the year anniversary. What's been the highlight for you?
Well, it is very. I mean,
of the year?
God, it is actually really hard to choose because there's been, like you said, every week it's a sort of it is a highlight of the week for me as well. I know you've said it several times. It is kind of, it's a sort of a weird thing that you can, Mondays are a weird day, aren't they? But it is a kind of what a great way to start the week because I sort of get through Monday by looking forward to tonight, and then that sets me up for the rest of the week as well, I think.
Yeah. So
I don't know it's really hard to say what's been the highlight, and in terms of like a single highlight, I think you nearly dying to the King's Parade Mario last week that's probably quite high on the list.
Yeah, that was. Nearly
Jesus,
died,
if he was next door, I could save him, but he's across the world. I don't know what to do if he collapses. Who do I call?
No. Yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, I think. I mean, for me, I think, as I said, and I said it earlier, was the discovering of the bands that I've discovered on this show. And I suppose really for me was our top 20 was really probably my highlight for me, because we got to go through all those incredible songs that we've witnessed over the last 8 months or 9 months as we reached that point. And bands like King's Parade, No Prism, Blvd Hvnny, the fabulous SuperBirds, as they will always be known now, and many Cameron Sanderson. There's just been so many incredible artists that I've got to discover outside of South Africa for me, and I suppose that is the highlight. And if I look at my music playlist for the year last year, and also this year, it's amazing. A probably good 30 to 40% of the music I'm listening to is music I've discovered on this show. Yeah, same. And when I was just thinking, putting that in context as well, when you think that that's against the background of a global pandemic. Yeah. And that, like I said, we've had our artists on regularly who have continued to produce and release outstanding quality music. Within that period of just madness, really. That you just got to just applaud these guys. It's incredible that they do it. The production quality, their ability to distribute, their enthusiasm, their motivation to do all of this. Like, I mean, we've obviously spoken to people and they've gone, yeah, it's been tough. But have you ever heard anyone saying, I don't know why I do it or anything like that? It's just like this is what I do. This is what makes it worthwhile, and thank God for them. Well, I suppose if I had to ask you then, Martin, if you had to choose a song that made 2020 stand out for you, the first year of our show, what would it be? What would it be? That's rather put me on the spot. I know. Especially as we probably already played it last week. Well, funnily enough, I'm not going to choose that. Funnily enough, because we did play it last week, I suppose. Yeah, I'm looking at our new music top 20, and I'm just going by that, just to have a look at and see what, I'm on our playlist that's obviously still available. I think it's just because, I mean, we just happened to catch the sort of release cycle, very heavily catch the release cycle for the King's Parade album, didn't we? So we've kind of, as they even said last week, we've kind of gone through the whole, we've gone through the campaign with them, basically, from start to finish, which is great. So that it's so much of it kind of just a memory of all of those artists. But I said House of Smith by No Prism that we've had on tonight. I just remember the first time I heard this track, and it's the connectivity between the two of us, actually, because I remember when I first heard that, it wasn't just I love this, it was I think Julian's going to love this. I think when I send this to you, you're going to go, this is brilliant. And that's fairly early on. I'm going to do this, aren't I? Take me to the water. I've got to. Yeah. I haven't got a choice. So great. I can start again. Take me back to the beginning. on, Martin, sing it for us.
I mean, it's already good,
Sing it.
right? And then the chorus comes in.
Here we go.
Feel nothing. In the middle of the night you call me. In the middle of the night you need me. And then you disappear. In the middle of the night you call me. In the middle of the night you need me. And then you disappear.
I mean, what a character that guy is as well. Whoever he is, my goodness me.
And another song which really did it for me in 2020 as well.
Yeah, of
With
course,
the voice
Roxanne,
that- Yeah, that just absolutely blew my mind. Just listen to a little bit of this, guys, because this young lady is just...
Don't you start. I'm having a bad time. Holding my breath, waiting on punchlines. Heavy lifting when no one's looking. I am done. Enough already. Smoke up the day. Soundwave dealing.
Brilliant, Roxanne Sebastian.
It's amazing to see. I mean, I know all that was shot at Alexandra Palace. There's a great new video out for her new. Stop doing that. There's a great new video out for a new track, Molecules, which is just out. And I was just trying to figure it out. See, I'm still not as fast as you on this kind of stuff. I don't know what I'm doing half the time.
we'll get to
tab I want to do, don't I? No, I'm
But just
I'm trying
another
to do,
one that stood out for me
I'm trying to
last
do.
year.
I was trying to do something, but you've got ahead of me. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but another young man that I felt is still, he's actually got a brand new single coming out. I'm hoping to get him back on the show, but also, what a young talent.
Shield me from protecting my own fears. Pull me in so I can scream my tears. Guide me through the darkness that I hear, so I can find the light with you, my dear. I'm alone in.
And then Martin killed me. Did you kill me, Martin? It's fine. Don't worry. You can remove me and go back.
It should be back. Sorry, I didn't. I mean, I pressed a button, but I didn't think it was going to kill anything.
Stanley Sabanda with Rivercog. I mean, yeah, there were some great tracks. I mean, artists like Max Palmer, Jacques Moorman, Hugh Davidson, Hideaways, Superbird, Son of Old, Neon Dreams, Nirvana to Land, Nuala, King's Parade, Blvd Hvnny. Who are
Nuala's
great.
great.
Yeah.
Nuala's absolutely great. What an absolute energy ball she is. Amazing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was going to kill anything. That wasn't deliberate. But I was just going to say, Roxanne's just released her pre-order for her new album last week. That was all I was going to say. So it wasn't.
Did I play you?
It wasn't intentional to do that. Sorry, that's it there. So it's on Bandcamp. If you look Roxanne Sebastian, the new album, it's available for pre-order now.
Nice.
Promotional stuff.
So this
Sorry, Stanley
came out
Sabanda was
like-
great, and again, he
Yeah.
was a very early on in our show. I think. when
Yeah,
we
I think it
first
was
had,
like
Stanley
work
on.
week 2 or 3, actually.
Yeah.
Roughly. So,
Yeah.
some,
And like I
some
said,
really-
Cameron Sanderson, who's been on the show several times, just the amazing continuity of production that he comes up with, and I mean he's a social media expert as well. I don't think he's like put stuff out on. Is it Omegle? Have you heard of that app?
What?
I think it's called Omegle. It's like a chat. I think he had it. He was telling us about it last time he was on. I think it's a bit like chat roulette, but like a modern version of that. So they just connect you up with someone randomly to have a conversation. But he goes on there and he writes songs for people. Like he'll get on, he connect up with them and they say like, "What do you want to do?" And he says, "I'm going to write you a song. What's your name? What do you do?" And then he'll write them a song.
Phenomenally talented young man.
Like that.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well,
It's
yeah.
all-
So
I think
I
it's
mean,
called Omegle.
that's been our first year.
Amazing.
And what a first year it's been.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, what can I say? I think the biggest standout really is your green screen falling down on the very first episode. No.
Or me nearly dying doing Mario.
Did Mario last week, but no, I mean, I think aside from, I mean, we've sort of said this, and we're doing the the F show on the radio as well. It's like this is what we probably, for both of us, this is how we initially got like started our love for music, was just like you would share it with
Listening
your
to
mates,
radio.
right?
Yeah,
You would
yeah.
go, have you heard this? This is awesome. I love this. Have a listen. You've got to listen to these guys. What do you think of this? And that's how we started. So kind of
100%.
having a, I mean, just like thank you COVID almost, to go like in the space of a year to have a buddy on the other side of the world that I can just kind of play some music with.
Yeah.
It's just an absolute pleasure every
That's
week.
exactly it. That's exactly it. And I suppose that's exactly why we love it. Well, I've lost my Chrome now. There we go. But I'm gonna ask you if you mind me playing out with the song tonight. And I don't know.
I
if
don't
have
know.
played it.
No, dealer's choice, absolutely.
Okay, so I've chosen a band that were actually in our top 10 last year.
Yep.
The Medicine Dolls are back.
Oh, did they do
And-
Danger Danger Disco?
Yes.
Was that them?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved that track. I loved
And,
that.
I'm
Absolutely
playing
loved
this
that.
purely for you, Martin, because they have done a cover of Talking Heads' Psycho Killer.
Can't wait.
And
Cannot wait.
this is just for you. I want to get the guys back on the show to chat about the song. But I thought this is a great way to play out tonight because it is a classic. It's what we love about music. And sometimes when a band takes an original and just throws it on its head and gives us something so delicious, so raunchy.
I haven't heard this, so I cannot
And
wait.
so this is all for you, Martin. This is the Medicine Dolls with Psycho Killer.
Come on.
Good night, everybody.
See you next time. Bye. Bye.
I can't seem to face up to the facts. I'm so nervous and I can't relax. I can't sleep 'cause my bed's on fire. Don't touch me, I'm a real live wire. Psycho killer, kiss me side. Run, 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 run away. Psycho killer, kiss me side. Run, 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 run away. You start a conversation you can't even finish. I'm talking loud, but you're not saying anything. When I have something to say, my lips are sealed. Said it once, why? Say it again. Psycho killer, cause you say, run, 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 run away. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est?